Well, with Valentine's Day fast approaching, love is in the air. But for some single people over that certain age, dating can be daunting, to say the least. And joining us this morning live via Zoom with some tips is Kimmy Seltzer, a therapist and authentic dating strategist. She is also the host of the Charisma Quotient podcast. Good morning, Kimmy. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning.
Good morning. It's so great to be here, especially around this topic of love.
Oh, we love it. It's we'll break from Super Bowl coverage to Valentine's Day. So when we think of dating in our more mature years, it reminds me of this joke where the senior is offered super sex and he says, "I'll take the soup." What are some of the challenges for setting up people in their more mature years?
Yeah, well, I love talking about this because it's never too late to find love. And if you're dating later in life, here's the thing. You've probably been in a relationship for a long time, or maybe you only have been a relationship person. So you've never really learned how to date, or you're feeling a little rusty. So I love giving tips around dating so that people feel good about themselves and have fun in the process.
And what are those 5 dating tips that you speak of?
Oh, yes. Well, it's almost like you've been launched in a rocket ship and orbiting the Earth that you once knew. And then when you get plopped down, the door goes up. You're like, oh my gosh, all these aliens, I don't know what to do. And so the first thing I tell people is have realistic expectations and get super clear on your mission. So I have my clients create a mission statement, much like a business mission statement, but for love, so that you really are clear on who you are and what you're trying to attract this time around.
Tell me some of your success stories. This is always inspiring.
Oh, yes. Well, I have many success stories. I think one of the ones that jump out at me is when a woman who hadn't dated in 23 years after her divorce, she called me up and said, I don't even know where to start. I'm not feeling good about myself. And because I'm an image consultant as well, I like to start from the outside, then I go inward. So I took her shopping, even though she had a ton of anxiety about it as we're going into the stores. But, doing a bunch of therapy wasn't what she needed. So we went into the store. I put on some new clothes. She twirled around like Cinderella, looked in the mirror, and she couldn't believe what she saw. And from there, I created a monster, because then she was skipping through the store, changing with the door open, had a photo shoot, put her pictures online, started dating up a storm, and ultimately she did find love.
Oh, that's a great
That's so great. So you have an event that's coming up that might be of interest to some of our viewers out there watching this morning. Tell us about it.
Oh, yes. Well, one of the tips that I always talk about is flirting. You got to turn your cab light on. You have to tell people that you are open for business, that you're approachable, that you're excited to meet other people. And often when you're dating later in life, a lot of people say, oh, I feel awkward. I'm too old for this. But the truth is you're never too old to flirt. And I love teaching it. So I have an event called Flirt Like a Pro, and it's February 11th, this Friday, and it is online. So anybody can enter it. It's for men and women. I'm going to teach my magic ingredients to flirting, and then we all practice it.
Okay, give us one. I want to see one. I hear one secret. Is like, how do you like? Is it the wink? Is it like the posture? Like, what is it?
I hope you don't wink like that. I hope you don't wink like that.
My God, you just demonstrated exactly. Like, I don't usually like to kiss and tell, but I will say you're onto something, Giselle.
You see their hitch over there.
Yes, it's called the 3-second rule, where a woman, looks once, you look away, and then you look again.
Oh my God, the blueprints of like attraction. Look down and then look back.
Girl, watch out, killing us this morning.
See, that was super sexy. And what that does, if you are trying to attract a guy, it says to him that it's not a fluke. Oh, she's looking at me.
She looked again. Yeah, thank you so much for being with us.
Own your agency and just share your wrinkles with the world. People will love them. It's your map road in your life.
Thank you very
much. It's lovely
Great
to have you here in anticipation of Valentine's Day. You're never too old to find love. What is your saying that you always say?
It's never too late to be what you might have been. Carl Jung.
Or find the love you've always longed for.
We'll be right back.